Hey, Hans Schaff here with you today. I got a short message for you today, and this comes from a multi-million dollar earner in the industry, a good friend of mine who lives in Nevada. His name is Rob, and Rob's got this saying. He's an NLP practitioner, and he knows the mind very well, and he's just got some great sayings. One of them that's really stood out for me was, "When did you give yourself permission to be less than?" And that's been such an important thing for me because, see, when I first got involved in the network marketing industry back 15 years ago or so, I thought that in order to be successful, I had to fake it till you make it, right? I had to essentially become somebody different than who I really was. I had to put on a mask or put on a facade. I had to act professional. I had to wear a mask, essentially. And I essentially integrated that into my way of being. And I was this polished salesperson, and even still today, I still struggle with this, idea of being real. Um, and some of my close friends can pick up on it. They can tell when I'm in this smaller place where I'm being somebody different. I'm not being genuine. I'm not being myself. And that's kind of why I created this persona, the real Hans, because I wanted to let the real Hans out. I wanted to be real, and really divulge, what's really going on in my head, what's really going on in my life. And it's been a more difficult process than I would have realized at the time, right? Just because it's become such an integrated way of my being. But I've made some huge changes in my life. I keep saying that, and I keep doing that. I keep making these big changes, these big decisions to move forward. Despite the difficulty, despite the emotion, despite the pain sometimes, or the perceived pain, in what in what I believe I may have to go through in order to change or become the person that I really am, to really, rather to acknowledge or rather to get back to the person that I really am, who I've denied myself of being, thinking that there was something wrong with me, thinking that I was not enough. There are some really deep issues there that I'm still struggling to grasp and really get a hold of and realize. So, anyways, you may see me from time to time in different videos, and you may feel a little awkward. You may feel something's off, and that's what it is. It's not you. It probably is me, and I'm going to be honest about that. It's something I'm working to uncover and to have integrity with, to really be me, and not try to put on this front or this facade or this mask. Try to be something I'm not. So, in fact, I encourage you to call me on it. If you feel something in one of my videos and you think, you know what, there's something off, that the energy's not coming across right. You know what? Go ahead and comment and let me know. I would actually appreciate that feedback, because I want to become the best person. I want to become the best version of myself that I possibly can. I'm on this journey right now. And that's what this whole thing, kind of going full circle here, that's what it's all about. When did I give myself permission to be less than? And I want you to ask yourself that question as well. Look at yourself in the mirror, or, put a video on and look at yourself like I'm doing right now, and really think about it. When did you give yourself permission to be less than? If you're not hitting your goals, if you're not living the life today that you really want to have, that you know that you deserve to have, that you've always wanted, why is that? When did you give yourself permission to settle and be less than? When did you give yourself permission to be smaller than who you really are? Smaller than who you were designed to be? When did you give yourself permission to do that? And just that phrase and that terminology has always stuck in my mind, because it's such a powerful way of realizing that, you know what, you have control, you have the ability, you have the capability to change your life, to design your life, to live and create things in the way that you really want. You have that power. It is a decision, it's a choice that you have to make. So I want to encourage you to really ask yourself that question when you're in a situation, when you're at a point in life like I was just a couple of months ago, where I was so frustrated, I was so angry, and I couldn't understand. I was depressed, and I couldn't understand, what is it? What is wrong? Why am I feeling this way? There is a reason for that. It's not random. It's not somebody else. You can't point the finger. You can't blame somebody else. You choose every single feeling that you have. You choose your emotions. When somebody responds or reacts or treats you a certain way, you have the choice on how you want to react and how you want to respond to that. You can still be happy. You can still choose to be in a great space, or you can choose to let it affect you. You can choose to respond or react in the way that you were maybe brought up, the way that you were trained or conditioned to respond to certain situations. But guess what? You can make a new choice. You can make a new decision to change that. And you can act and respond in a way that will actually serve you and will actually help you get to what you want. So ask yourself that question whenever you're in a situation where you're frustrated, you can't figure out why, and you're not getting what you want in life. Ask yourself, when did you give yourself permission to be less than? Very powerful question for you here today. Go ahead and, write that down, think about it, put it in your phone, whatever you want to do, but, play it, say it to yourself a few times. I'm telling you, it's been a huge monumental breaking point for me, just to really kind of sit there and think about it, because it's powerful. If you will let it, if you will allow it into your life, if you will sit there and really, examine and be honest with yourself about what's really going on, that can change your life. It's helped change mine. So thanks, Rob, out of Nevada, and we'll see you in the next video. If you want to learn more, again, about prosperity and abundance and allowing this stuff to flow and enter your life, because, again, it's just a choice, click the link below, watch this short video, learn more about how you can let this stuff flow into your life, and you can stop struggling and stop trying to force an outcome, because that stuff doesn't work. Watch the video below and learn more. Take care. See you in the next video.